Yeah, hello everyone, I'm Sharon and I'm glad you are here. This is my very first recurring webinar. I plan to make it like we meet every Thursday. We meet every Thursday. I, I have no idea how it will eventually work out. It must benefit the new parents or when you're pregnant. Okay, it must benefit you and add value to you. Currently expecting with twins. Congrats. Double the joy. For twins baby, right, when you take care of them, right, don't put them in a separate cot. Put them side by side, shoulder rubbing against the shoulder. So that way they settle easily. Okay, don't separate them because for so many months they are together. Uh, right after birth, there's separation from the mother, there's a separation from the placenta, and then there is separation from the sibling is quite a big thing. Yeah. So to make the outside world like a safe place for them, right? Keep them shoulder to shoulder, rubbing against each other, that close. Don't put them separate. Yeah, don't put them. No social distancing. Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah, congrats. Wow, that is really great. I remember last time when I was pregnant with my first baby boy, right? I was the gynae told me, oh, it's single pregnancy. Then I was so disappointed. Why not twins? Actually, it's not easy to carry a twins. It's not easy. It's not easy. Ah, first time parent. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Due in 2 weeks' time. So I must admit that I am not very good in pronouncing names. I probably pronounce your name wrongly. So I just read the message. Due in 2 weeks. Wow, 2 weeks. Yeah, very exciting time. Can come anytime. Can be anytime from now until past EDD. Yeah, anytime. So I post my some link. This is a weekly meet-up. You can join as and when you have time just to join. I created this circle of support because after my class I cannot attend one-to-one. So I go on a strictly like they can engage me for sleep well consultation. Okay, that is what I'm doing. Let me see. Yeah, so this is what I'm doing. I specialize in getting first-time parents and babies to sleep well in the first 4 months. Why first 4 months? Because we cannot sleep train our baby less than 4 months old. Get it? We cannot sleep train then when they are less than 4 months old. Because 4 months old, they cannot even roll over yet. You know, less than like, especially 3 months, they cannot even roll over yet. What they need, they, they, um, they require, babies require consistent adults present to take care of them. So uh, we need to, yeah, understand baby in order to take care of them. Because the way we take care of a newborn and the way we take care of a 1 month old baby, 4 months old baby, 3 months old baby, or 6 month old baby is different. Yeah, it's different. So we need to know. We need to know. So after 3-4 months, they are in a different state of development. That is where, if everything is going on well, that is the time when you can kind of sleep train. Yeah, but ideally it's 6 months and above. I can do sleep well consultation after 4 months, but the timing and the skill is slightly different. So it is harder for me to work with the first-time parents if they have totally no cues, and then especially when they are not my student, um, it is harder for me to coach because by then, if they cannot understand their baby, they are already very sleep deprived parents. So I ever had consultation, and then the parent, uh, they were so sleep deprived, especially the new mother. She she asked me the same question 3 times during the consultation. So it's very hard to do the consultation. But I recorded the session and I sent to her lah. Yeah. So sleep well consultation. We cannot let our baby cry out. Okay, we cannot sleep train them. So that's where I come in. Okay, and I conduct sleep well newborn preparation classes. So the best is during pregnancy, they learn during pregnancy. Okay, then they can avoid all the mistakes and stress not only to them being sleep deprived but also to baby. So what happens if a baby is sleep deprived? Okay, baby will be wrongly labeled as fussy, cranky baby. But the fundamental fact is that they are simply sleep deprived. Okay? Yeah. And I also specialize in postnatal recovery using moxibustion. Oops, wonder if there's another class. I think my this okay. I also specialize in postnatal recovery using moxibustion warm therapy and also the vaginal steaming. But during postnatal time, I would call it the womb steaming because when cervix is open after baby is born, the steam, the benefits of the steam can reach until the womb. So I call it like womb steaming. But more commonly used term is actually vaginal steaming. So I share a little bit about my story because I had a very difficult postnatal recovery, and it took me many years to recover. And to make sense of my difficult postnatal recovery, I took course after course. And I at a stage where I wanted to make a payment like a 3,000 plus for the course fee, and then it was not, it couldn't get through because not enough fund, not enough fund. So I was crazy. I was spending and spending because I wanted to make sense of my postnatal, my tough time. Yeah, I wanted to understand myself because like what did I do wrong specifically? What did I do wrong in terms of breastfeeding, in terms of like taking care of the baby? Like what did I do wrong that make things like so difficult? And people around me, my family members, my in-laws, my parents, they didn't understand what um, I had gone through. So the only way is that I went for different therapies. Like one of it was the moxibustion, and then just to make sense of like what happened to me. So at one stage, I really so depressed, so low in energy that I actually lost to a 38 kilo. And then my neighbor maid was like, when I was outside my gate, right? My neighbor's maid was like looking at me like the face looked like shot. Like so thin still can survive. Is this human or not? Yeah. Yeah. So that was a bit about my background, and the fact is taking care of a newborn is easy provided you have the right techniques, right knowledge, and it must be updated. Must be updated because when we watch YouTube and all that, right? And all that, it is like you will not be able to know which one is which one myth, which one the latest one. Is it outdated or not? You won't know. So searching, Googling is more like you are reading the menu, but you need to order food, right? That is to attend the proper class. You need to order your food, right? So just by reading the menu, you will not fill your stomach. So that is like Googling, and then you try to find out information instead of a structured course that is really catered, uh, carefully crafted for the first-time parents. Yeah. So we can avoid the stress. The thing is, we can totally avoid the stress. And believe me, taking care of a newborn is easy, provided we have the right skill and the techniques. Yeah. Then we don't leave it to chance. We can actually have a better postnatal recovery. Yeah, a better postnatal recovery. So, is there any question so far? Like, what do you expect to learn from this webinar? It is a weekly webinar, and I put in the beginning in the chat some of the links, and welcome everybody. I think some are still coming in. Yeah, welcome everybody to this webinar. So I hope you benefit well from the sharing today. Okay. And do join the private Telegram group for announcement for mommy and baby care tips, and then to post your questions if you have specific questions regarding your baby or any questions you have. Yeah, you can, when you join the group, you can post it there. So then I will review and see what I want to cover in that during that webinar. Okay, you can leave, you can join and leave anytime you want. All right. So far, this is a free session. There will be a free session. There will be a paid session. So along the way, because it's so new, right? I just created this as a circle of support for new parents. Yeah. And I will be the one who personally conduct this. So when you ask question, I will be the one who review it. Okay. So regarding your baby cry, if you need some help with what is your baby crying about, then you can record at least a 20-second full body without swaddled, without being swaddled, and then WhatsApp me. Then during the webinar, I will just tell you. Okay, just tell you. The difference, I want to make things clear. The difference between sleep well consultation. Okay, by the way, can I put my handphone number here? Okay, my handphone number is 92289-782. So when you tap on WhatsApp, when you tap on my handphone number, you will see the course catalog. Okay, when you want to engage you can take a look at how what is the requirement when you want to send the baby's cry video. It has to be like 20-second minimum when your baby is making noise, not in the hysterical cry. Okay, always calm and soothe your baby first. If your baby is already crying, then record before or after. Okay, when your baby is crying, just leave your handphone there to record, but you attend to your baby. Don't record for me. Understand? So always use soothing calming techniques to calm your baby down first. Very often a change in position, like your baby is crying, you don't record already. You just pick the baby up. Yeah. Calm the baby down. Baby will keep repeating as long as there is a need. Everyone good so far? Okay, if you have any specific questions, then you can post. Okay, Alvin, that is, your baby is 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, expect the baby behavior to change because they are a kind of like wake up from their birth. If not, they think they are still inside the womb. Understand? You get it or not? Yeah. Because Okay, my experience was what happened. My experience was when I birthed my first baby uh, at the hospital, I was told by the nurse to feed my baby, to wake my baby up every 3 hourly to feed. So how do you calculate the 3 hourly? How do you calculate the 3 hourly? Like, for example, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 3 hourly, correct? Or 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock, that 3 hourly. So if baby, say, for example, feed from 12 to 12:30, some of the time they doze off, sleep and all that, right, on the breast, and say 12 until 12:30. So when is your next 3 hourly feeding? Tell me what is the time. Put in the chat box. Put in the chat box. Tell me. What do you think? 3 o'clock, yes. Yes, correct. So you start counting from the time when they start to feed, not the ending time. If not, it is going to be very, very messy. Okay? So it works perfectly well. I follow very strictly 3 hourly. I wake the baby up, I fed the baby, and then I woke my baby up, and then I fed my baby every 3 hourly. It works perfectly fine for the first 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, it's a different story. Yeah, that is where many first-time parents, they are trying to get the baby to sleep the way the baby used to sleep in the first 2 weeks, which will not happen. Okay? So why do we wake the baby up every 3 hourly for the first 2 weeks? Especially after the first latch. Within 1 hour after baby is born, within 1 hour. Say for example, if you, for example, your baby birth at now is 8:20, around 8:20. So by earliest possible, by 9:20, your baby should be at least on the breast already. Okay, the first hour after birth, within as soon as possible, within. Okay, once you are back at the um, hospital wards, yeah. Then in my class, I told the husband, I teach them how to do the breast massage. So when they go back to the ward, okay, start massaging first. Start massaging, quickly get the nurse to bring the baby while the husband quickly massage both breasts, the wife both breasts, and then quickly get the baby to latch on. Okay, after the first feed, baby will sleep for 10 hours if you don't wake the baby up. Did you hear me? If you don't wake your baby up every 3 hourly to feed, your baby will sleep for 10 hours after the first latch, the cholesterol. Because they thought they are still inside the womb. Yeah, and they are very tired from the birth itself. Understand? There's someone who newly joined. Okay, welcome. Welcome. I'm Sharon. Yeah, I'm a certified baby listener. And do you know baby listener, the difference between baby listener and baby whisperer? Can we let the baby? No, you cannot. You cannot. How old is your baby? How old is your baby? Louis, is it your name? Yeah. Forgive me if I pronounce your name wrongly because it always happens. Not born yet. Okay. Louis, correct. Yay. Thank you for your encouragement. Can you let your baby sleep for 10 hours? I normally don't answer when I do any posting on social media, TikTok, or TikTok is my baby listener Sharon on TikTok, and on Facebook or IG, right, is mommy baby Sharon. So I don't answer such a question, but you are here, I will answer you. You know, can we let the baby sleep for 10 hours? Because when I answer, I need a lot of information. Yeah. For the first 2 weeks, you cannot. So 10 hours, say a 5 weeks old baby, a 10 weeks old, no, a 5 weeks old, a 6 weeks old baby, possible, I'm saying possible. So this is too general a question to ask, but most first-time parents, they would ask such a question. They will ask such a question. And whether they should wake the baby up or not to feed is another common question. Yeah. Yeah. So you get the, Louis, you get the answer? For newly born, especially the first 2 weeks, you cannot let your baby sleep for 10 hours. The first 2 days in the hospital, is very damn stressful. Very damn stressful. Yeah. Very, very damn stressful. You know why? Because it's about first-time parent, especially the mother, the breastfeeding, how to latch, okay? How to know when your baby is hungry, not wanting a comfort latch, or just full, like why cannot sleep, falling asleep. 40, okay, first-time baby is 40 days old, 40 days old. 40 days old, that is 10, that's how many weeks? Cannot calculate. 40 days, one month plus. 1 month plus. So let me see. 40 weeks. Okay. 5. About 5 to 6 weeks. 5 to 6 weeks. He had a hard time for it. Of course, this age is very hard time. When he falls asleep on feet or carried to sleep, we will then put him down at the cot. Then he don't like to sleep on back. He will wake up, of course, and cry in less than 10 minutes. Then the cycle repeat. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's the common issue. Yeah. So the beautiful scenario where, like you feed 3 hourly, that happens in the first 2 weeks only. In the hospital, especially, you must do it. Wake your baby up every 3 hourly to feed. If not, the jaundice level will be high, and the weight will be will keep going down. So the benchmark is 10% of the birth weight. If it if the baby is showing sign that the weight is continue to go down, then the hospital would quickly want to feed formula. Then it hits on your confidence on breastfeeding. Okay. If it in so you must wake the baby up to feed and very regular feeding. Another concern is when baby latches on the breast, it doesn't mean that baby will definitely get the milk. So you need to do breast massage to get the milk easy flow, and then the latching must be proper. Okay, must be proper. Don't bring your breast to the baby. That won't work. That will cause saggy breast. Okay. Okay, your baby 40 days old. I will come back to this. I will come back to this. Then, where am I? 8:30 p.m. only. I'm blurred already. It doesn't mean that the baby latches on, baby will be able to get the milk. So you must always massage your breast. You get what I mean? Even if you have the hand-free bra, okay? Make sure while you are pumping, you don't really hands-free. You have to go and massage your breast, okay? Do a little bit of massage on the breast. Just squeeze a little bit, touch a bit. It's not really hands-free. Very easy to get engorgement like that. Block ducts and eventually cause engorgement. Okay, sometimes it works well for some people. Sometimes once they started to use the hand-free bra, it started to my client started to have the clots and then engorgement. Yeah. What is more painful than childbirth? Those who are pregnant now. What is more, yeah, yeah, I see newly joined participants. Yeah, welcome. I'm Sharon. Yeah. So what is more painful than childbirth is very engorged breast. And when I massaged the mother's breast, she couldn't hold the tears. She cried. And then I paused for a while. I continued to massage, very engorged. And then she couldn't hold the tears back again. She cried again. Yeah. So one breast cried 2 times. I went to the other breast, also cried 2 times. So what is more painful, yeah, is than childbirth is very engorged breast. Okay, so when you feel like your fever is coming up, go to the hospital. Don't come to me for massage already. Too painful to massage. Okay, when you don't express out the milk, right, eventually it will drop a lot. Sometimes 40 to 60% drop in supply. Okay, so be aware of it as soon as 4th day or 5th day after childbirth. Initial few days is the cholesterol. Everyone will have enough milk. That is the cholesterol, not the white milk. Cholesterol very high in antibodies to protect your baby, newly born baby. So it is like a teaspoon, 5 ml, like the medicine teaspoon, 5 ml, enough to last the baby 2-3 hours. Okay, because they are newly born, they are also active during the birth process itself. So they'll be very tired, just like the new mother, very tired after the whole event. So the first hour is awake alert stage. You quickly get them to latch. Then after that, they sleep for 10 hours. So you must wake them up. You must wake them up to feed. After 2 weeks, it's a different story. Different story. Okay. So I come back to you, the 40 days old baby. There are a few things to actually take note. Huh? He has a hard time falling asleep. Um, how to say? Newly born babies, they will not know what is feeling tired, what to do with it. A newborn baby needs consistent adults present to meet all their needs. They can't even move from a warmer place to a cooler place. Like they are always flat on the back, right? Sleeping time, they can't move. They can't move. They can't roll over yet. So less than 3-4 months they can't. Okay, and they don't know how to burp themselves. They don't know how to feed themselves. They won't know what is the feeling of tiredness. What should they do with it? So they need our help with everything. And if you are going to carry your baby face up and then put down, facing up, it's not going to work. So it depends on how you put your baby down on the cot to sleep. This is a sharing session, not a teaching session. So there is limitation of how much I can share. Okay, because it really requires the right skill, right techniques to actually handle the baby, newborn baby, okay, the first 3-4 months. If we can understand them in the first few months, as they grow up, we continue to create the bond and connection is easy. When it comes to teenage rebellious year, you don't experience that. Or the terrible twos, you may not experience it. Okay, it's when there is a disconnection, then that is very hard for first-time parents to understand the baby. Yeah. So how do you understand your baby? That is keep yourself physically close to your baby. You get what I mean? Away from you, you cannot have that connection, have that bonding. It's too far. Antenna distortion somewhere along the way, too far. Okay, as close as where? Skin to skin on your chest. even my student, I tell them, like, I teach them how to use the words technique, as in how to know, how to hear for, what to look for in when your baby is making noises or whatever. Yeah, I still ask them to do the skin to skin. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes baby is saying the hungry cry, but it doesn't mean a feeding. It can mean a comfort latch. Okay, so we still need time on the baby still need the time on the mother's chest. From the womb, the first home for the new baby is the mother's chest. Why the chest, not the belly? Because came from a womb, right? It's the belly. It is because the heartbeat and the breast milk is always available there on the chest. So what is skin to skin? Baby wear a diaper only and put on the naked chest of the mother. Okay. When he falls asleep on feet, yeah, newly born baby, right? The comfort of, the heartbeat around the areola, the nipple, the areola, the breast, right? Uh, there, there are glands that secretes the oil that smells like amniotic fluid. Yeah. So baby feels very safe with the smell, with the same environment, the heartbeat, and the tone of the muscle when the baby is on you. Yeah. So all those are what the same environment that the baby grows up for so many months. That is on the mother's chest. So of course the baby will fall asleep on the chest. Yeah. And carry to sleep. Yeah. So don't separate the mother and baby especially for the 2-3 weeks when you can still take the weight on your chest. Okay. 40 weeks, depending on your size or baby size, can be a bit exhausting, very heavy. Okay. Yeah. So you put the baby down. There are certain techniques to put them down without waking them up lah. So you still need to swaddle. You swaddle tight, as in when there's subtle reflex, the swaddle will be able to hold the hands back, so they won't go like when they move, they cannot control their hand movement or legs movement yet. Those movements are all based on reflexes. Okay, so when they move, right, okay, it's natural for them to move because of the subtle reflex they have as a newborn. So when they move, they can wake themselves up. That's why you need to swaddle them. Okay, and sometimes whatever is going on in the digestion, what they never feel inside the womb, now they can feel, and it's very intense to them. It's a new baby in the new world. So then what happened is they will wake up from sometimes the digestion can feel a bit uncomfortable. Sometimes it can feel a bit painful. Sometimes it can feel like it's shocking to them. So there's always subtle reflex, not only loud noise. Okay, when the baby is on your chest, skin to skin, or if daddy wants to bring the baby downstairs for sunlight or whatever under the sheets, not as in sun tanning. Okay, newborn babies cannot do sun tanning. It's too hot, burn the skin already. So it is under the shades. So when the baby is on the mother better stay at home. Yeah. During confinement. So if the daddy wants to bring the baby downstairs for some sunlight or whatever, on you, the noise outside feels safe to the baby, not frightening, because it's on you. The environment is on you. You are that your baby's environment on your chest. So for daddy as well. Okay. So then that is how you show baby that it is safe it is normal to hear loud noise. Okay. As if he don't like to sleep on flat. He will wake up and cry less than 10 minutes, then the cycle repeat. Yeah, correct. Yeah, that is when you don't handle the baby, that is what first-time parents will experience. So it's the right skill, the right techniques, and then the knowledge. So it's how you put the baby down, and then how you put the baby down, how you swaddle your baby, because it's a difference by weeks, you see. 40 days old is different from newly born swaddle. Yeah. And then also take note of growth spurt. Baby may be hungry during a certain time because they grow so much, they will go through quite a number of growth spurt. So take note of that. Currently, I will pump and bottle feed. Yeah, when you pump bottle feed or when you have totally stopped breastfeeding, baby less than 4 months old still need on the mother's chest, and sometimes need comfort latch on the breast before the baby can sleep. Understand? It has nothing to do whether you breastfeed or not, but still need to latch the baby or very close on the breast to smell the same smell they used to smell inside the room. Understand? It's the same environment. Excuse me. It's the same environment they are looking at. Okay, welcome. We have 16, like 15 people joining in. It's only half of those who signed up. This is a weekly webinar. I hope to actually, instead of like sometimes after my class, my student after baby is born, they will text me sometimes and ask question and all that. But I can't afford the time like one-to-one. They can either go on a sleep well consultation, book a session with me. Like I put my handphone number on the chat box. You can scroll it up and on WhatsApp, when you tap on my handphone number, you will see the course catalog. Okay, so now I don't do like one-to-one. It is very distracting to my schedule, and it's very hard for me to coach in an informal way. One question, one answer, back and forth, one client can take up about 2-3 hours. So I no longer do that. I can't afford that type of, it's very stressful for me to manage my time. So I was thinking for a very, very long time, how can I provide support and yet I can still sustain myself. Yeah, my character, I tends to over worry. Yeah. So I need to have time to rest, time for my family, time to attend to what I need to do as well. So then I created this circle of support so that I can also see my student how they are doing after the baby is born. Okay, there is still a difference between webinar and the sleep well consultation or attending courses. Still there's difference. I will over time slowly make it very clear so that there is no disappointment on both sides, you and me. Okay, fair? Okay. Let me know if I answer your question, the baby 40 days old. Okay. The other one, fact, my baby is 15 weeks old. Okay, he only can sleep when the breast milk till he sleep. He only can sleep only when he breastfeed till he sleep. How to break this habit? How to break this habit? How to break this habit? The baby is 15 weeks old. The only Okay, 15 days old, after the first 2 weeks, the behavior will change. How to break this habit? Break this habit as in till he sleep. I okay, you are the whole environment for the baby because the same heartbeat, the same muscle tone, the same voice, the breast milk is always there, so it's the whole environment for the baby. It is babies, they are not meant to be alone, as in sorted, put in a separate room, put in a beautiful cot in a beautiful nursery room. They are meant to be together with the mother on the mother's chest, especially the first 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, they are not meant to be alone. So it is a natural behavior. If you understand the growth and development of the baby, that is a natural behavior. Yeah. The only time you need to break that habit is after 3 4 months. 3 4 months. Yeah. As they grow, they need us differently, but not less. Okay? We don't treat a newborn like a 6-month-old baby. We don't treat a 2 years old baby or a 6-month-old baby like a newborn. You understand? We have to follow their growth and development. They are capable of doing what? Sitting up and drinking. Then you don't give bottle and let them lie down and drink milk. Not like the newborn. There's sippy cups and all that. So let them drink milk in a different way. Understand? Let them grow. Let them grow. And you grow with them. But when they are newly born, you cannot be too advanced. You have to slow down your pace to understand them. That builds that connection, that builds the bonding. When years later they will come back to you for advice, they will respect you because you know them inside out since infant. It's a very, very, the relationship is so unbreakable, so unshakable. It's such a wonderful relationship, our relationship with our child. Yeah, when it is done right, when it is done right. When it is done right, with the bonding, with the communication, with the connecting. Okay? Baby is always poop and a bit watery. Oh, the poop and always watery. Custard color. And I'm breastfeeding no from it. Is it normal? Normal. Mm, yeah. Watery, as long as a bit watery. Mm, yeah. Is there any, how old is your baby? The thing is, how old is your baby? A bit watery. How old is your baby? So when we talk about 15 days, 15 days, 15 days you need to feed more regularly. You will see that your baby actually after a full feed still cry. That's the time. That's the time. Yes, I feed a lot. Like what I explained, you need to do breast massage. You feed a lot doesn't mean baby is getting a lot of milk. May not equal to what you think. So you need to always check before and after how your breast feels like. So you have a rough idea. It doesn't mean automatically, because first time parents, you latch and then your baby will get the milk. It's not like that. It's not like that. Okay. Let me know. Is there any other question? Okay. So that is what I do. I specialize in sleep well consultation, especially less than 4 months old baby, where we cannot sleep train them yet. We cannot let the baby cry it out. We cannot always use soothing calming techniques. We need to use settling techniques. If the baby is hungry, you always carry, you will tire yourself out. If the baby needs to be burped and you keep feeding, eventually the tummy will be bloated until colic, then got to bring to the PD. And PD are specialized doctor. The fee is specialist fee. Okay. I had client who brought the baby to 3 separate different PDs, to 5 separate different PDs. And yet the baby was still crying. And she Googled to find me. She wanted to learn baby massage from me. Then I say, you record your baby's cry and WhatsApp me. It was hungry cry. It was not even colic cry. Yeah. Okay. So we cannot always use soothing techniques. What you need to know is what is exactly baby saying. Baby is always trying to communicate. Is what being a baby listener is for. Yeah. So I help parents to interpret that. Okay. And this seed bath and womb steaming, eventually the seed bath is first two 2 or 3 days, or 2 days you use seed bath, or one day you use seed bath. When the locha, the blood get lesser, you can see from the pad, right? Get lesser, you need to go do steaming. Yeah, need to go steaming. This is one of the service I provide. Yeah, I am very passionate about mommy care and also baby care, because it's not all about baby. Mommy is more important. Mommy recovery. When you can be who you are, and when you can recover well, especially from the birth experience and all that, you will be there to cater to the needs of your newborn, especially the first few months. Very important. Mother care is very important. And improve sexual life, strengthen pelvis floor muscle, healthy menses return later, as in fresh blood, no brown blood. Okay, when there's pulse and all that, right? There's you just sit forward a little bit, let it steam until the inner area. That will help. It's very, very beneficial. Warm, anything warm is going to help with weight loss because of blood circulation. And then cyst fibroid and will also help, because during postnatal is the only time we can do this for 30 consecutive days. But when I ran the set, right, I will give extra days in case when you bring your baby to the doctor, or you need to go back to the doctor for routine checkup, then it's too tiring for you to manage the steam. So I will give extra days for you to do it. Like 30 days, I can give you like 35 days. So certain days you miss it, you don't feel like too rushed to do it. Okay, that's what feed a lot. So remember 15 day old, right? When they feed a lot, you need to do more breast massage and make sure the milk really goes to them, and burp your baby well. Okay, burp your baby effectively, burp more as well, because feed more, you need to burp more. Avoid that crying, remember. What happens if a newborn doesn't know how to latch? You need to tell me how old is your baby. You need to tell me. So I want to share certain things of what I'm doing. At the same time, I don't want you to wait too long for me to answer your question. So I'm shifting here and there. Okay. Hope everyone is fine with that. So if you have question, do join me. Do post it. Alternatively, you can also join the Telegram group and then post the question there. Then the next Thursday I can answer. Newborn from hospital back home. Yeah. Baby doesn't know how to latch. The thing is, congrats on the birth of your baby. Congrats. So did you actually attend? Have you attended any course? Any baby course? You're not my student, right? No. Yeah, you're not my student. Okay, doesn't know how to latch. Okay, doesn't know how to latch. In the hospital, feed a lot of formula milk or not? Yes, huh? Yes, huh? Doesn't know how to latch. How many days of hospital stay? How many days of hospital stay? There's a separation. Is it jaundice? Is it jaundice? Separation? from you? Do you have time to get your baby to latch on your breast uh, during the how many days of stay? 1 week of stay in the hospital. 1 week of stay in the hospital. So it's always away from you. You don't really get a lot of chances to do direct latch on your breast. 1 week is a long time. Yeah, 1 week is a long time. So do they bring the baby to you for feeding? Or you miss it, or a lot of formula? It's a lot of formula, right, you are saying? So a lot of formula in that way, back home, right, you do a lot of skin to skin. A lot of skin to trigger the natural suckling reflex of the baby. I pump and send to hospital. Yeah, okay. But baby need to come back to your breast before coming back to your breast. Need to come back to your chest first. Yeah, need to come back to your chest first, and don't stress over the breastfeeding. Don't stress because there are various ways to do it. Instead of giving your breast milk in the bottle to feed, okay, you can use the supplementary nursing system. You know what is a supplementary nursing system? Okay, I stop share. Let me see. Supplementary nursing system. I need to open my file. That's the thing. Okay, let me show you what supplementary nursing system. It takes a while. Let me see. Okay, supplementary nursing system. Wait, let me share. Let me share. Okay. So, okay, supplementary nursing system. Where's my supplementary nursing system? Wait. Okay, you see, right? Nipple confusion and feeding methods. Yes, put a yes inside the chat box. Let me know that you can see this page. Yes? Can you see this page? Okay, good. So supplementary nursing system, you can put your breast milk inside because you pump out, right? And then one end of the tube, you use a tape on your nipple. Okay, so the tape that you just tape on the nipple. Then when baby suck on your breast, right, baby sure get the milk. So that stimulates, that helps to stimulate on the breast as well. On the breast as well. So slowly, do also more skin to skin contact. Understand? When it is very stressful for you, right, before you get this, if you wish to get this, still come back to your breast, but at the same time, the baby don't have to struggle to get the milk because you say there's a latching issue, right? Because one of separation is quite hard. It's changed the way the baby suck already. Okay, and to get your baby back, you need to put on your chest more before you come to the breast. So come to the breast, latching problem, then use the supplementary. You sure that baby gets the milk. You understand? Google and find supplementary nursing system. Or I'm not quite sure the hospital sell or not. Okay, that's a way. But at the same time, you must relax. Okay, it's a bundle of joy. Motherhood is not only about breastfeeding. You get what I mean? The more stressed out you are, the more you use your logical thinking, right? The harder for you to breastfeed. Yeah. Okay, so it's all about relaxation, all about the oxytocin hormones. And that's when we want to have a lot of breast milk when we are so relaxed, right? Baby also fall asleep easily on our breast because the breast milk also got the oxytocin. That's what help us to have a lot of milk as well. So don't be too harsh or trying to do things perfect because motherhood is not only about breastfeeding, it's a lifetime commitment. It's like at least 20 years, at least 20 years. Okay, so this is the Google and buy lah. Google and buy if you want. Yeah. So let me share the screen. It is quite free flow the way I share. I want to answer your question as well. So in case now is still I just keep it running for 1 month, and then let's see how. There will eventually be, I see how best I can support, okay, the first time new parents as a circle of support. So the sharing and all this will be free. There will be a time when it is chargeable for certain things. Like if you want me to look into your baby crying video, that needs more close observation. Yeah, not like a general answer. Then that let's see how it goes. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Because not many people know about like what I can help with. Yeah, that's why I want to share. There are a lot of things to share actually when it comes to mommy care. So I also do this facial guasa and also the facial bone alignment. The thing is when we go back to work, right, as long as our face looks slim, looks small, not like water retention, right, round face, there's a misconception, oh, this person lose a lot of weight after childbirth. You know, the baby weight, the extra fluid and all that. So do the vaginal steam, which I call the womb steaming, is very good in helping to steam down as well and improve sexual life. Okay, and then work on the face. And you also need to work on the hair before you go back to work. Go and have a haircut or wash and dry, blow, okay, before you go back. So then you will look as confident and as pretty as before. All right. Then warm therapy is what happened is when we have epidural, the energy start in the midline. So we need to do this massage warm therapy to get the energy to flow. This is to prevent what? Like the backache. When I had my baby boy, when I was taking care of my baby boy, at 5 months old, right, when my boy was, when I tried to carry my baby up from the sarong, I tell you, I was like suddenly, you know, I like acute pain, and I went to do the chiropractic, the Western one. I spent about 3,000 too. So I tell you, don't need to spend this type of money. What you need to do is before you go back to work, okay, to prevent while we are taking care of baby, while we are breastfeeding and all that, and because of the relaxin hormones in our body, it's still circulating in our body a few months down the road. Not 1 month confinement, that's it, over. Not like that. Okay, not like that. So we are still very soft, very loose. And when we carry and we have back posture and all that, it always hit on our lower back, the pelvis, the pubic bone, the pelvis area, the sacrum area, the tailbone. Yeah, it's always like that. So this area, right, we need to take care. So this is to get the energy to flow, because when epidural is to numb as in the qi and the blood, the energy and the blood is stuck. So we need to get it flowing. Understand? And actually, I use this to help me regain my health years back. So I know exactly how it works. I don't recommend things that I'm not a businesswoman. But I know how to save money and then at the same time have the best recovery. Yeah, yeah. Don't have to spend like 3,000 on recovery. Don't need. Yeah. I can arrange a TCM doctor, do a half an hour bone alignment, and it's not only spine, it's the whole body. It's the neck, it's the hand, the legs, you know. So do it one time, half an hour, then followed by the Moxie. Then you have the vaginal steam. Then that will work very well. One more thing is, don't use those pregnant, right? Are you still with me? Those who are pregnant, are you still with me? Don't use cold pads in the hospital. Okay, you hear me? Don't use cold pad in the hospital because anything cold is not suitable for postnatal new mothers. Not suitable because the chill itself can go up all the way. And we don't want cold womb because cold womb can have stagnant blood clots. So we want it to flush out. We don't want it to like got brown blood later on or unhealthy menses return and all that. Okay? So don't use cold pads. Get it? Say yes. Can you put in the chat box, say yes? Everyone is good?
Don't ask them.
So this is like that, is like that, okay? So are you in? So happening now. Is there any other question? Yeah, we always, and then before you go back, it's like that because it helps to, the facial bone alignment, right? It helps to make the face smaller because it's adjusting the bone. Adjusting the bone. And then facial guasa also. So those are the things that I am very passionate in doing because it really helps. It took me half a year to expel the coldness from my body. So you can imagine last time why I was so teary, why I got postnatal depression, because my energy level was so low. And after the Moxie therapy, right, I actually did a lot because I was very, very weak at that time. Very, very weak. And to start off with, I was not in my peak of health. I got a lot of digestion issue when I was younger, before I birthed my baby, before I was pregnant. Yeah, that explains why I need so much of the therapy. I tried various therapy because I was very emotional as well. So I was like every single thing will upset me easily. Very emotional. So I had like the Bach flower remedy for emotion, to balance the emotion. I did energy work. Okay. So if you are a very emotional person, or you know your wife is a very emotional person, we actually cry easily. And then sometimes after having a child, the emotion can be overwhelming. Can be overwhelming. Those are very normal when it is under control. Okay, it is normal. It's normal to experience so much of emotion because it's a big event. It's a big event in life to birth a baby. Yeah, so many things can come up during this time. So I always encourage like the husband to hands on more on your newborn. If you can apply more leave, apply now. Don't reserve it later. Because when you apply now, when you are physically there, when you are involved in the taking care of your wife, taking care of the baby, right? You share part of the postnatal hormones in your body, and you are more tuned in, and the bonding connection as a whole family. So then when your wife feels supported, right, her recovery is very speedy, it's very fast. Yeah. And baby really depends on, really need a happy mother. So whatever it is, don't take it too hard, especially when it comes to breastfeeding. Okay? And always protect your wife first before anybody else. Okay? Protect your wife first because she just lose so much of blood. use so much of energy to birth that baby. So protect your wife first. Okay, speak up for your wife on her behalf, like how she wants things to be done. Yeah, protect her. Protect that space so that you protect your baby. She's the whole environment for your child, right? The husband. Okay. So I really want to provide this circle of support. Let's see how this is the first session. It's meant to be weekly. So you look up on the chat box all the way up. I post the link. It is this is one time off, and then the other link is recurring one. Yeah. So do invite your friends or pregnant friends or those with newborn in their arms to join you. Okay. So this is for, let me see. Do you have video? Okay, this one. So this one is for a new parent with a new baby, less than 4 months old, and then also a new parent with a new parent, about to be a parent, so pregnant, like some of you. Okay. Yeah. Or a new parent who wants to find more sleep or to sleep better. So this is the thing. If you think that you need you have specific question about your baby crying, that is what I specialize in. And if you want to book a sleep well consultation, just my handphone number, you tap for details. What I can help you here, if you think I can help you, then join the 8978. Okay, this is 9228. Okay, wait, to everyone. 9228. So this is my handphone number. If you think that you need the sleep well consultation separately, then you tap on my handphone number on WhatsApp. There's a course catalog. You will know what to do. Okay. If you just want like a quick answer, so you join the Telegram group and then you post your baby cry over there. I will help you to answer in the next session. Or if you have it now, then I can also help you to answer. Okay, I will talk about like the words technique that I'm using. W stands for the first 5 words that the baby said. Okay, so it's like the first W is what and why. Why? Okay, so I will tell you what is it. I basically answer the what is it. What is that cry? If I say it's a comfort latch, your baby wants a comfort latch, then I tell you it's comfort latch. If your baby is hungry, I tell you it's hungry. There's no buts, no why, no whatever, no how. I don't answer that one. Okay, so this is the quick. It's different from, I need to clarify, this is not a substitute for a formal lesson where I provide, okay, like I conduct baby classes on a monthly basis, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, 4 classes in a month. This webinar is not a substitute for sleep well consultation or the newborn preparation class. Okay, it's not. So then the O stands for observe. It's the word technique. So the baby first 5 words. Okay, the word techniques. I put in the chat box. So observe. A lot of people once like to, you know what they like to do? They like to watch. They watch the baby. They watch the baby. They like to watch the baby. But I observe the baby. So within a short time, I can tell you, okay, unswaddle. Okay, remove the like flat head pillow. Okay, and then okay, do tummy massage. My baby will tell you exactly what to do. So then you listen, you observe, then you do. After that, then do. Then you know it's It's like that. It's not using settling techniques. It's not using settling techniques. Especially the first 2 weeks, settling techniques, soothing techniques will work very well. Especially for the first 2 weeks or the first month, it will work very well. But after that, it's a different growth and development stage. You need to know what your baby is, the needs are. So even if you don't, you did not attend my class, you keep your baby close to you, it will still work. You're more tuned in, okay? You're more tuned in. Then it really helps to settle your baby. Because a new baby in a new world can be overwhelming. The separation, like I mentioned, the separation of the baby from the mother, from the placenta, and then away from you will be quite scary. Because they take in all information in their surrounding. So they get overstimulated as well. So they need that chest to help them calm down. Understand? If you think that how to get my baby to sleep, how to put my baby down, or those are, how to say, it's the skill, it's the techniques, and also you need to understand that don't separate the baby and mother. Don't separate them in the initial few weeks. Understand? And then the R stand for respond. When you decode what exactly is the needs of your baby, you need to use settling techniques. You need to use settling techniques. If the baby wants a comfort latch, you keep feeding, it won't work. You give pacifier, won't work. You understand? Anyone's feeding using a bottle won't work. What the baby wants is to latch on the breast before sleep. And if you don't swaddle the baby correctly or properly, then it is hard for the baby to settle in, because especially the first month or 3 months is very womb-like. It's the 4th trimester. So I introduce a new term. Maybe you have heard of it before. It is the 4th trimester. The baby first 3 months is the 4th trimester. So everything is very womb-like. When you create that womb-like environment, you swaddle the baby, you rock the baby, like you hold and rock the baby, okay? Not like this, not in this movement, this way, okay? And you she inside the ears like shh, like that. It's the womb-like environment, baby will sleep. Even if baby is hungry, baby can sleep. But when you use the same techniques, above one month old baby, it won't work. You need to eventually use settling techniques to identify what exactly is the needs and do the right thing quickly. Another thing is you must act fast. If you don't act fast, it is going to be very hard. Okay. If you need 10 minutes to warm up your breast milk, factor in the 10 minutes. Before baby is in the crying stage, you have to factor in the 10 minutes to quickly get it done, and then the milk must be ready. Cannot wait so long. Why cannot wait so long? For a newborn baby, why cannot? Because inside the womb, they never have to wait. Outside the womb is too overwhelming. They don't have to wait even 1 minute, and now you let them wait 10 minutes. And then the milk become too hot, you cannot feed the baby, you got to cool it down. It's too much delay. So you need to act fast, act accurately to the needs of the baby, use the right settling techniques. Okay, that's the words. So the W stands for, so this is like what I do, the baby, first 5 words, the what, the why, okay? Then the observe, don't look, observe what you need to observe. Then you need to be ready to respond, okay? You need to decode what your baby is saying by cues. Their cues and their signs are very subtle. If they are overstimulated, they will say, go away. They won't. It's like they are like you're playing with them, you know. Then they turn away. It's like they turn away like this. And then they push like that. Okay, it's not like like that. It's not. No. That's why most first-time parents, when you don't keep close enough to your baby physically, you miss it out. Okay, ready to respond. Then you need to use settling techniques. You decode already, then you need to use settling techniques. And the speed of it is important. You must act fast. You understand? You need to act fast. Okay? Burp as in you must burp effectively. I don't suggest that you burp your baby this way, like you burp this way, because if you don't do it effectively, correctly, properly, you're breaking up the big air bubbles into small air bubbles. That is even harder to burp. So it is the right techniques, the skill, and then the updated information. And being a baby listener is the latest one. It's not, it's different from baby whisperer. Understand? It's very specific. Baby listener is very specific. It's exactly what your baby is telling you. Is it confusing? Is it something very new to you? Let me know in the chat box. Let me know. Am I talking to myself or not? Yeah. So when we can settle our baby, right? When we can settle our baby, the first 2 weeks was like perfect for my baby boy. Perfect. I just followed the hospital advice. Wake the baby up 3 hourly, feed, and then you burp, and then my baby luckily didn't have like the burping issue, like very hard to burp kind. No. So very lucky. So very straightforward. So it worked. It worked really well for the first 2 weeks. Okay, when you can settle your baby soon using the settling techniques, everyone can get enough sleep. If not, lack of sleep is one of the greatest challenges most first-time parents face. Then the next is when you are always so how to say alert, like your baby is going to cry, especially at night. Like any sound will like the whole block can hear. It's very stressful. So it becomes like, initially it was lack of sleep for me, and then it eventually turned into it's hard for me to relax to sleep. That it becomes like insomnia. Okay, and then you know the relationship between husband and wife can be affected because of the little time and energy left for each other. So actually, if you want baby to sleep better, right, husband hands-on a lot. That will help baby to sleep better actually. Hence, do a lot of hands-on and let your wife rest. Make sense so far? So if you have already birthed your baby, yes. If you have already birthed your baby, please consider the womb steaming. It really helps to regulate your menses later on when it comes back. Okay, remember, those who join my Telegram group later, right, after I post one video, now I repeat that same thing. I repeat the same thing when it comes to breastfeeding. Don't assume that breastfeeding won't get you pregnant. That's a myth, okay? That's a myth. Okay, doesn't mean when you exclusively breastfeed, you will not get pregnant. It's a myth. I got one client, she was breastfeeding her son, and then she, after 3 months, she was pregnant with twins, with twins. And I asked her like, so did your husband fainted or not? Did your husband faint or not? Well, twins some more, 3 months. I got another client also got pregnant, and IVF first one, second one natural, very fast, got very fast, breastfeeding. Okay, be warned, be warned. No joke, no joke. One baby already no joke, because it's a big change, because it turns your life upside down. There's no daytime, there's no nighttime. It's 24 hours round the clock. Okay, when you have confinement nanny, like hospital, they talk about 3 hourly feeding. They are hospital. They don't see you, like they don't see your baby a lot after that. It's only for routine checkup. They don't see you a lot. So they talk about first 2 weeks. Most of us, we don't know, including me at that time. And then after confinement, nanny leave or about to leave, right? Baby is still a baby until 1 year old. Until 1 year old. Okay, because they grow so much in the first year, especially in the first 3-4 months. Okay, after confinement, right? You don't. It's not a graduation. It's not a graduation, and you haven't really fully recovered yet. But I mean is everything is like express, right? So that is the express version of rest. Yeah, 1 month is actually not enough, and you immediately after the nanny leave, right? My one of my client, her baby was she got confinement nanny, and then on the fifth week, the nanny left after 1 month. On the 5th week, 1 week later, her baby was hospitalized because of the bloatedness, very serious bloatedness. Yeah. So when you have your baby, right, you need to, your job is to bond and connect and understand your baby. The rest of the people are helping out with the burping, diaper changing, bathing, and the cooking. Okay, you are the parent. You cannot have that disconnection, because when you disconnect, baby is growing, right? You will have a lot of headache under trying to understand your baby. Yeah, and PD visit is not cheap, because specializing in newborn. Okay, why this light is shining so brightly? I look like 30 years younger. Okay. Any questions so far? Next week, I think I want to talk about the mother's recovery a bit. But the initial part, I will always talk about a little bit about my experience and my story, and how why I want to do this circle of support, and eventually I need to make the terms and conditions clear so that you don't come in with disappointment. Great water really works for God. I can promise you, sumpah, that that uh, there isn't so many colic baby. Yeah, in my class, I always show so-called the colic baby. It's not colic baby. It's other needs. When there is a need not met, baby will keep crying, will keep repeating the needs. If they can't repeat, they can't tell you what I'm hungry, they will eventually scream, shout when the needs becomes more urgent, and then it will becomes like cry murder episode, and that is very often mistaken as colicky baby. You understand? Because I work with first-time parents and baby for the past 10 years, and I do consultation. It's the same thing repeating itself. Parents today are still thinking about the colic. The Greek water, how old is your baby? I can't answer question when you don't tell me what is the, when I don't have information about the age. 1 month old. Okay, less than 1 month, you cannot give Greek water. More than 1 month, you can. Okay? More than 1 month, you can. Okay? And if your baby is less than 1 week or what, you cannot give water. You cannot give water. Okay, we can talk about this the next Thursday or what. I don't know whether I should write down Greek water. Water for newborn. Okay, join the Telegram group, the private group, and then post your question over there. I will. It's not so much about what I want to share, but what you want to know, right? So I will prioritize like what you want to know over what I want to share, so you can benefit more out of it. Okay, Thursday, so you can come in next Thursday as well. Make it a momentum where we meet every week, at least for until your baby is like 3 months old, 3-4 months old. Okay, anyway, it's a free sharing. So later on, when what the question that you ask and all that, when I think that you need a sleep well consultation, I will advise you, I will tell you that you need a hand holding coaching, then I will tell you that sleep well consultation, book for the sleep well consultation. If I can answer you like that, then you can settle, then it's okay. Okay? Fair? Do invite other first-time parents and those with newborn babies in the first 4 months, because I know that some are really going through very, very difficult time. And to me, it is so easy to settle. So I hope that my knowledge, my experiences over the past 10 years can benefit you. Okay? Okay? If everyone is fine, then do join me next Thursday. I hope you enjoy this 90 minutes with me, and do join my Telegram group to post your question next week. And then also the weekly webinar, do sign up as well. So when you sign up, you will get reminders. I hope it is working well, because I'm not a very techy person. I hope it is like working well. Anything you just maybe somehow let me know. So this here are the links again, so you don't have to scroll it all the way up. Okay, so let me see on my Facebook, so I can stop sharing. I probably will share this on the okay, I will stop recording. Okay, thank you. I'll stop recording, and for those who want to stay on a while, you want to ask me further question, I'm okay to ask for you to ask question, but we'll stop the recording now. Thank you for paying full attention during the 90-minute session.